today's lesson, I had this fun idea that what we would do is cover a move, its opposite, turning 360 one way, turning 360 the other way, and then doing switchbacks. And a switchback is where you do the 360 turn, say left, and then you switch back to turn right, 360. The context of today's first lesson will be the inside plane, opposite direction, buzzsaw, this guy with a switch. So right now I'm doing it an underhand opposite. And that's the front view. This is the back view. And then overhand opposite. So this is, so you can see this is inside plane. So, well, this is, we'll warm up a little bit with that. And then this is the right length to like fit it without hitting yourself. Right, overhand. So left poi, overhand, bring it out to the side. So it's going to go over the top, and you flip it on the top so that it ends up on the back side of your hand. So on the inside plane, between your body and your body, between your arm and your face. And then you go across the bottom to the outside, across to the inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Let's do the right side. Also overhand, and come over the top, and it's going to cross to the plane between your arms, so the camera side of the arm, and go across the bottom to the outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Okay, so to start it easily, from the overhand butterfly, take your left hand, slide it out to the left side, slide your right hand to the left side, and then do a figure eight so that it's in between your arms, right? So this is what it would look like side view. I'm like this. I slide the left hand out. I slide the right hand, and then I do a figure eight to get it on the inside plane. So let's say we start on the left side. Let's start by moving one hand at a time. Right goes across the bottom. Left goes across the top. Then left goes across the bottom. Right goes across the top. Right, then left, and now left, then right. Now let's try both together. So we'll put it in the same time. And left goes up, right goes down. Left goes down, right goes up. Right goes down, left goes up. Left goes down, right goes up. Okay, great. I'm just randomly starting on the left. You can start on the right, but I just started it here. And what we're going to do is take the right poi across the bottom, left poi across the top, left across the bottom, right poi across the top. Right on the bottom, left on the top, left on the bottom, right on the top. Right on bottom, left on top, left across the bottom, right across the top. Now, if we did them both at once, let's do the poi lattes for that. So, you're like this, you're like this. It's an overhand. So the right's going to go across the bottom, the left goes across the top. Then the left is going to go across the bottom, and the right's going to go across the top. So you Pac-Man this way with the right on bottom, Pac-Man this way with the left on bottom. Pac-Man right on bottom, Pac-Man left on bottom. Right on bottom and left on bottom. Together, right on bottom, together, left on bottom, together, right on bottom, together, left on bottom. Actually try it with the poi. Again, you start in an overhand butterfly, slide the left, slide the right, flip the right to the inside. Here we go. Right across the bottom, left across the top. Left across the bottom, right across the top. Right across the bottom, left across the top. Left across the bottom, right across the top. Right, left, right. I'm calling the one that goes across the bottom. And right, and left, and right, and left, right, left, right, left. So, starting again. Starting in the overhand butterfly, slide the left, slide the right, figure eight the right. They're both on the inside. And we're going to Pac-Man right across the bottom. So I'll call out the hand that goes across the bottom. Right to the other side. Left on bottom. Right on bottom. Left on bottom. And I sometimes do this in split time. And I sometimes do this in together time. But when I'm doing it continuously, I do it in split time. Well, you could do both, and it's much easier to, like, I feel like this, like, I feel like this in same time is a little easier than this in split time. But I feel like it's more sensible when you're doing the movement to do it like as a combination. I feel like it's more sensible to do in split time. Your mileage may vary. That's just personal preference. So starting from underhand, you bring it over here. Well, the thing is, yeah, you're always moving from the inside to the inside. It's just this is on the screen side of the body, and then you come across to the other side on the bottom, and it's on my butt side of the body. So you go across the top, it's on the face side of my body, and then the bust side of my body. Flip and flip and flip and flip and flip and flip. I mean the objective here is just because we're not doing, like, because you could do this all crazy, like where you're on the outside of the where you're out on the outside both, right? So this is on the outside, and then I could do it like that so that it ends up on the outside here, which is weird, but you could. There's no fouls. It's weird. It's only weird because we don't do it. But it would be safer if you are doing fire, for example. So if you're here like this, we're going to come across the body, flip it to the back side of the body, flip to the front side of the body, flip to the back side, flip to the front. So across the bottom to the back, across the top to the front, across the bottom to the back, across the top to the front, across the bottom to the back, across the top to the front. Last time, across the bottom to the back, across the top to the front. Okay, with the right hand, once again, starting in underhand, bring it to the left side, and again, so just like the other one, I'm here, I move it, and then I slide it to the inside plane like this. Because you have to remember, and you're thinking about it, it's between your other arm, even if your arm isn't there when you're doing it with one hand. On the butt side of the body, go over the top, and then you want to be on the face side of your body, so the front of your body. Across the bottom, flip to the butt side, across the top to the face side, across the bottom to the butt, top to the face. Bottom, flip, top, flip. Bottom, flip, top, flip. Bottom, flip, top, flip. And the flip is just a figure 8, in case that isn't clear from what I'm saying, because sometimes language isn't clear. It's just hard to say all the words quickly.